Grand Rising, Elizabeth.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
This is Sister Mama Hetheru coming to you live from the Ewald Circle Village Estates Netter Movement Studio 1 here in Detroit. And this is the Grand Rising Elizabeth Show. My co-host is...
Jackie from Jersey. I like the way you say it, so I was actually.
Oh, wait.
So Jackie from it's Jackie from Jersey.
Thank you so much. This is the Wisdom Wednesday team here at the Grand Rising Elizabeth Show, and we just want to do a check-in with everybody. So let's see what the check-in is. How is your sacred space, your yoni, feeling today? Mine is happy and excited.
This is Deetra. Let's see. Mine is vibrant and open for business.
She's supposed to know that?
Yeah, he knows that. It's communicated on a daily basis.
Yes!
I don't know if we can say anything after that.
That did not come from.
That did not come from me, huh?
I'm in recovery. That was a good one. My stomach is burning. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
I was not prepared
Y'all
for
better
that.
take a couple of breaths.
Hey, y'all need to keep me driving. I need to stay driving. I'm live and in living color.
Wow, Deetra poured us with that one. That was good, Deetra. That was good.
I like this, Deetra. Okay.
Woo! I'm glad I got that. I got that recorded. I don't never have to share with nobody. I can just go and look at that right there.
Oh, that's funny.
That was excellent.
I don't even know how to follow that.
Wait, Star, you got tears? You got tears? You was laughing so hard?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it came out my mouth.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Wow. Okay. Maybe I should take it to the road.
We put a sign on the magnet on the car.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Lord.
Beware, Deetra's coming.
Right. Who knew? Who knew?
Come on, adjectives. Come on, adjectives.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
Okay.
God. Okay.
Well, after that, my yoni is laughing.
Oh, goodness.
That was Star's check-in. Okay, the rest of you all, we got to check in. We only got 3 check-ins so far.
You got 3. Who else checked in? Oh, yeah. Star, right. Okay, my yoni is voluptuously in anticipation. I already made my bed the other night.
Ooh, okay, all right.
Time for a hotel visit.
Ate the space.
Okay, here we go. With teeth out.
Okay, all right.
You see that video I sent you on Instagram about the sister? Wait a minute. Hold on. I mean, the next person can check in. Let me get this. I gotta get this. Come on, y'all, check in. Come on.
Everybody trying to figure out what to say.
I would say
got?
my yoni is dripping with creativity and safe because I don't have to go into work today.
All
Ooh,
right.
Good.
yes.
That was excellent. Dripping with creativity.
Dripping. Go ahead, Mama. Evelyn, that mind is going.
Is hopeful for the possibilities.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Notice she said that with an S.
Possibilities. Go on, Mama.
That's right. That's right. All right, Sister Locke, come on, pop on in there.
My yoni is always wet and ready.
Oh, come on, moisture.
Okay.
Okay.
We got one more.
Wait. Okay, so whoever's watching this will say, "Who said that?" Because she went in and out. Who said that?
Well, that's what she won. In and out, in and out, in and out.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we can take this somewhere, huh?
X-rated Elizabeths.
Right.
All right, Jackie, come on with it.
Oh yeah, we got to
We
put a rating on this episode. Adults only. Oh my goodness, my yoni is speechless.
All right.
No words necessary.
Right.
It speaks in tongues.
Oh. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
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 I missed what you said.
This is a far cry from when we first started this conversation when Mama Evelyn said my yoni's in a coma.
Has been awakened.
Oh, now she's ripe and full of possibilities, huh,
Yes,
Mama?
that's right. Oh Lord.
Okay, y'all. I'm gonna play this video. I have to play this video.
Okay.
I gotta let it queue up. Oh my goodness. Okay, what time is it?
That was a good
Hold on.
opening. It's your fault. You started all that.
That was better than any reading.
Oh, goodness.
That was the morning reading.
All right.
Yeah.
Try it. Okay.
There's nothing more than I love to come on home and climb on top of my man and ride him. I like to ride him. I like to let my breast hang down and it almost touches my belly button and I love it. You know, I still ride though. Don't get it wrong. I still ride. Okay? And sometimes, you know, if I pop these babies out, then you know what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing with this mouth. If I get too tired from riding, let me swallow that piece of food. If I get too tired from riding, then I just pop the dentures out and gum it up. That's what I do. Don't knock it till you try it. There's nothing more than I love to come on home.
Oh my God. You know what?
My.
You know what?
Did you send that to
love
me?
it.
I
love it because the one thing she let everybody know is I ain't dead. I still want it every way. So come with it.
That is so cool. Did you send that? Because I got to show my husband that.
Honey, listen, we are alive and vivacious and vibrant and happy and excited, and we're open for business, and we're laughing, and we're dripping with creativity. We're hopeful for the possibilities. We are wet and ready and speechless. Did I get
Yes.
everybody? Did I write them all down?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I am loving this celebration. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday
Mhm.
here on the Elizabeths. And this is our final sacred space, divinely created experience today. All right, we are going to take a look at the last two videos from the Eve Ensler's Vagina Monologues from HBO via 8645 Alice 8645. We want to thank that energy for bringing the videos to us in a 10-part series on YouTube, okay? And I will put that link in so that maybe you want to discuss this with some of your peers or your elders or the women in your family, because I think it's a great conversation for us to have. We need to talk about our yonis, especially our health, and offer suggestions and listen to ideas, such as from the sister. I don't know who that sister was. I don't know.
I love to come on home.
It didn't say who the sister was, but I just really appreciated her ability to express and share. I thought that was beautiful, the experience. I don't know if you all got a chance to check out Good Luck to You, Leo Graham.
Oh
Oh
my
yeah.
We
God.
might have to have movie night. And the movie is it's a very different experience. And
Yeah.
as I watched it, I saw that, this type of energy is necessary for those who are open for it. They also have what you call the young man was a sex worker. Um, they have professional cuddlers who come out and just cuddle with people. And I think that's something that's needed, especially that with people who are maybe paralyzed, quadriplegic, or
Yeah.
paraplegic, for assistance for them, because touch is important for human experience. It is very, very important. So I can respect these roles and these um, offerings of service. I think it's all right if it's needed. Everybody has a role, everybody has potential, and whatever that gift is, I respect the dancers who don't mind dancing. What people do beyond that is their business, but you know, some things are needed. So, and we have been gifted talents, and how you use them, you're using them for good. Using them to advance humanity. Yeah, I guess that. But anyway, okay. Whew, my stomach is still kind of burning from this after. What a great way to start the show this morning. I just appreciate you all for participating with me. I am all about action and movement, and that was definitely that. All right, let's see. Let's see. I think I want to read from the Simple Abundance book today. I was going to pull a card, but I got a tight space today, and I'm going to just leave it where it is and follow spirit. Sounds like everybody's doing well. Now, today I said was the 22nd. I'm 3 days behind. Oh, see, Mama Evelyn, have you been reading? Because I see we did the excavating. There's part 2 of 1, part 2 of 2. So well, anyway. All right. February 22nd. Excavating the Real You, part 2. My memory is certainly in my hands. I can remember things only if I have a pencil and I write with it, and I can play with it. I think your hand concentrates for you. I don't know why it should be so. That's by Dame Rebecca Rust. I don't know who that person is. I have to look them up. We're back at the site of your soul this morning for some more digging. Perhaps you wonder why we're spending so much time excavating. Maybe you balk at having to search your past for clues on how to live contentedly in the present. Please be open. The excavation process expands your sense of the possible because it provides you with inner knowledge. Pick up your pen to play, and in your daily dialogue pages, return to the home of your childhood. How was it decorated? Do you remember? Take a walk through the rooms and see them once again. Did you clean your room? Was the door usually kept closed? What was your favorite spot in the house? Was your mother a good cook? Do you ever prepare any of her special recipes for yourself? How did your mother comfort you when you were sick? When was the last time you had alphabet soup and saltines for lunch on a tray in the bed? Where did you go on vacation? To your grandmother's house? Can you remember them? Is there a memory you associate with childhood vacations? Now fast forward to your teenage years. Were there any girls in your class that you admired or envied? Who were they and why? Did you go to a prom? Describe your gown. How did you fix your hair? Who initiated you into the feminine rituals of good grooming? Were there any older women in your life whose sense of style impressed you? Let's move ahead to when you set up your first home, either as a young working woman or when you first got married. Where was it? How was it furnished? Are you still living with some of your early decorating choices? Do they reflect who you are now, or have you outgrown them? Are you living with things that you've inherited from your family? Do they really suit you? Now slowly let your attention return to the room. You have excavated some more chips to place in your authentic mosaic. Minor things can become moments of great revelation when encountered for the first time. The great ballerina Margot Finian observed. We tend to think it is the major events that mark our lives, when really it's the minor moments that resonate in memory. Lovingly pick one pleasant recollection and think about it today. So I love that this, okay, I knew it was going to be in here. Who initiated you into the feminine rituals of good grooming? I think I'm going to start with this. And I laugh because, when I was little, for good grooming, mom would, share that you want to get inside the folds and the lips and everything. That's what mama used to say. You got it. So I tease and call it getting in betwixt and between. So if I'm doing my bath, the wash up at the sink, I always like to prop my foot up on the pot, the toilet, and make sure I get betwixt and between. Because those are the hidden places where, scents get locked in and lodged. So I just thought it was funny because one day I was going in or passing by, and I noticed that the seed does the same. The prop up so you can get all in between and betwixt. Y'all know what I mean now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes,
All right.
exactly.
So that was one of my good grooming habits. But
You
mom
saw
always shared.
that
You
who
want to
did
get
the same? The
the
seed?
mama, my mother and my seed, my daughter,
Oh,
the
okay.
daughter.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm doing my best not to call her the baby. She's 21 now, so I call her my lady instead of my baby. So I said seed because I wanted to say baby. Because she's grown. So yes, who initiated you into your good grooming habits?
That would be my mama.
Okay.
I was her first daughter. Yeah. And Aunt Edie. Because I live with both of them. Mama and Aunt Edie. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I would say my mom. I don't remember a lot. One thing I do remember in reference to Queen sitting right there is that she tackled me. And because she said I only had one brow. She had a little space between them so you could see that there were two of them there. I didn't care. I was a tomboy. I didn't really care. However, Queen there, she helped a lot. So I would say my mother and Queen.
But Pam was so cute. She was just cute. And she didn't care about being cute. She wasn't prissy or anything, so I was just, she was just so cute and just wanted to help her out. And she was so cooperative until she didn't, obviously if I had to tackle her to do this and yeah. But
if somebody's coming at you with a razor, I mean,
you gonna run. You gonna run. Wait.
She was cute and she was quiet and she was cooperative and yep. Yeah, but Mama was very, very, and Aunt Edie, she was very sassy in her feminine, she was powerful. Them men did whatever she wanted done. They took care of her. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyone else want to share who? Thank you for sharing, Star and Queen. Appreciate it. Anybody else want to share who was that pivotal feminine energy that taught you how to take care of yourself and grooming?
For me, it was a variety. It wasn't just my mother. Of course, she was the one that was primary, but it came from aunties. My aunties would have little things they would point out, like shaving under the arms and all that, and well, my mother never really talked about that, but my auntie did. My sister did, yes. So it was a variety.
I don't think she so much as told me. I observed and mimicked. Just like with cooking, I just observed and then took it on. Yeah. And I want to say maybe
Go ahead, Mom.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought every other day of washing was good enough when I was 11. And my friends in junior high school lovingly told me, Evelyn, you need, every day. Okay. And it was loving. And I was like, okay. That's what I tell my grandson. I said, you don't want your friends telling you. They may not be loving.
Right. You know they're going to clown.
No, yeah.
Ebony had her hand up.
Oh, I was just gonna add, my cheer coach like really got me into like heavy like feminine grooming. Like I just groomed every day and hygiene. Only because I was a sibling that shared beds with my other siblings that wet the bed. So I was bathing like two, 3 times a day, only because I'm usually waking up wet and it's not my problem. But so the like as I got older though, like going into school and being on a cheer team, my cheer coaches taught me more about like feminine appearance hygiene. And then when I took up ROTC in school, they taught me like discipline and like a routine with my hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would say a lot of it started at home, but a lot of outside influences helped me with that too.
Anyone else?
Well,
I'm like I'm like Sister Deetra. I had a variety. My mother, of course. My father was, was a former Navy, so he was very, it's like Ebony said, that discipline and, then all of that, of making sure you keep yourself clean. And I had, and I had an aunt that I've always looked up to. And I had a variety of aunts, but, because both my mother and my father come from big families. But this aunt she was sassy, she was feminine, her house, every time I would go to her house when I was young, I would always say, this is how I want my house to be laid out. This is how I want, this is how I want to be. And she is 80, 83, 84, still jazzy, still, always put together. And I've always, in my mind, I was like, that's how, I want to emulate, my life and of being a really feminine woman. So I've had a variety, but then I've had certain people that I've been like, yep, that's it.
Right. So, Sister Alita, we're talking about who was the feminine energy that helped us learn how to take care of ourselves, our health, our grooming. Who was the person that gave you the good grooming habits in your life?
Oh, my mother.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom.
All right.
Definitely that person for me.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Okay, let's see where spirit takes us now. I'm thinking if we so will it so Queen, when we pause, is it a difference when we pause and have a gap? Because then if there's a pause, then we'll be able to come back together. So what do you suggest we do? Shut it off or just pause it while we show the video?
Well, I'll just pause it and then it'll
Okay.
come back into the conversation.
Back up.
And
Okay.
what you can do is just before we go, say we're about to watch blah blah blah.
Okay. Yes,
Mhm.
definitely.
Mhm.
Okay, let's oh no, I don't want chat. Let's see.
You want me doing it or
I think I'd rather you do the video. I just feel safe because it just always works better that way.
OBKB?
So I sent it, huh? What'd you say?
I was just saying OBKB.
Oh, okay. All right. So, sisters, what we're getting ready to do now is watch our last two parts of the 10 video series of the Vagina Monologues with Eve Ensler. As per usual, I ask that you keep an open mind. These are women's experiences with their we'll say, vaginas. Eve Ensler touched on it a little bit. She said that word just isn't sexy. I don't know who made that word up. She was like, it doesn't sound nice. Pass me the vagina. I feel
It
some
was
other things
Adam.
that she
It was
said.
not Eve. It was Adam.
Right.
It was not Eve.
So
That's cute.
her experience just she decided to have conversations with women about their vaginas, and it just got to be really eye-opening and healing for a lot of women. And even listening to the stories and hear the tales and the journeys that some women have had is just amazing. And one of the things that really helps is to be able to, sometimes just being able to talk about it without oohs and ahs, and the way Eve put it together is as much as you may shed a tear, you will also, your face will turn into a beautiful shine and smile. So let's just go down this final journey. We're going to watch parts 8 and 9 today. All right, and we need to pause the recording. So we're taking a journey. So we'll go to scene 9 and 10, Queen. I mean 8 and 9. Keep saying that. So if you want, you could just hit that advance button or on the side of the video.
Thank you.
Yes. So
Thank
I
you,
just
Mama.
really like that.
Enjoyed those.
You're welcome. I just wanted to read that last piece again about, let's see. Did she put that in here? Okay. She said, the heart is capable of sacrifice, and so is the vagina. The heart is able to forgive and repair. It can change its shape to let us in. It can expand to let us out. So can the vagina. It can ache for us and stretch for us, die for us and bleed us into this difficult, wondrous world. I was there in the room, I remember. Whew. This whole even video segment 9, it just had me segment 8 really had my what do you call it, tingles in my going through my body, because I mean it's such a spiritual moment. Orgasm, people talk about orgasms as if they're just, you know, you know, like a friend, but they are so spiritual. That moment, people together exchanging energy in a positive and uh, energetic way. I feel like that is the God moment. I really, really do. It becomes, it's not even physical anymore. It becomes such a spiritual connection when the bodies are together in a positive and loving way. And it's just really powerful. So what do you call it? Oh, goosebumps. I had goosebumps when she did the scene about the orgasms. I just really, that is such a powerful space for us to be. It's empowering. And I just really respect that this woman decided to do this, because it's just really important. And we don't talk enough about, our experiences as women. So I just thank you all for being open to hear the stories and hear the journeys of other women in the world. And I encourage you to, I put together a survey as well. So I don't know how we're going to handle it. When we're here, we always, usually say keep a pen and paper by, because I would love to have this discussion with you all. So did anybody have any comments, concerns that they wanted to share about the piece, or at least the last two that we just witnessed?
It makes me appreciate more being a woman, um, especially number 9, when she talks about the birth of her granddaughter. I saw at birth once. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And I really appreciate being a woman. I really, I do. I do. I really do. It gives me more respect for the yoni, for the vagina. Um, yeah, yeah. It really helps me to see the power that we have between our legs.
Shay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Star. Thank you so much.
Unmute
Hold
yourself.
on, open for business. Unmute that mic, open for business.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, but you know, it just really gave me more respect for who I am and the parts of myself, you know, the vagina, the no yoni. I gained more respect through viewing this. So thank you, Mama Hep, for
You're
showing
welcome,
these.
Deidre. You're so welcome.
Yeah, you know what? I am in awe of God to put this body together in the way that is perfect, absolutely perfect. And how all the things that the body is to do, be it male or female, that the thoughts or the thought that God had to make the whole vessel work together, to produce more, to come back together, to do this, or like what was, is it the kidneys? You only need one, you know, you got two, but you only need one. And what's that other thing? When you have a hysterectomy, did you have two?
Uterus.
No,
The
is it
ovaries.
the ovaries? Because I still have
Fallopian
one.
tubes, ovaries.
Yeah, I still have one, but you know, I can function on one or two, and you can still function without them. Something else kicks in, and just in the body, the makeup of the body is a universe in here, you know, the universe, and everything is constructed based on that. The world, the earth, you know, everything it's all the same.
Yeah.
It just ends up looking like this, where the earth looks like that, and this looks like that, you know, and every animal, there are functions that has to happen. They may not look the same, you know, when you look at an animal that has only one eye, it still has to function in the same way and cover same things. And when something is not there, something else kicks up to compensate for what that would have done. Like, you know, your eyes are gone, so your ears sharpen up, you know. I mean, you know, God is just, woo. Woo. And so to see that and experience that, to experience your vagina to open up and this being comes out of it, much larger than the penis, you know, much larger than the penis. And then, you know, and then, you know, the head, and then when it, you know, when the shoulders have not like one shoulder come out, the shoulders, and that's when it go, you know, because after it gets that big, then everything else just slides off, just slides out. Amazing. Amazing. And even if you have to have a hysterectomy and not the hysterectomy,
C-section.
the C-section.
Cesarean, yes.
Cesarean, yeah. How the body just comes back together. It opens, you see all that stuff. They put the hand all in there. When I watched this one show, New Amsterdam, and they go in there and put their hand and just be moving it all around and pulling out their guts and stuff, and then got to put it back in. God is amazing. We are amazing. If we only knew how amazing we are, and especially as a woman, and our bodies go through and our breasts get big, and you know, and for those who experience breastfeeding, and to feel when that baby sucks on that, and you can feel it, you can feel your womb coming together.
Yes.
You know, like somebody sewing you, you know, and you can just feel it pulling. God
You
is
feel the repairs. You feel the repairs. You feel the
they're
repairs
coming
going on.
back. Yeah. I mean, because in the beginning there was no doctor there to go in and do this and that. God put it all together so that it works as a
Perfectly.
universe, as a walking universe. That's who we are.
Mm.
Yeah, because I could feel it when Fame would be. Ooh, I can feel that way down here.
Yeah.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Yes.
Amazing. My God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an
It's an awesome God.
yes.
I love that song, especially when Helen Baylor sings.
Yes.
Absolutely mind blowing. I mean, we look at our bodies as these whole pieces, right? We got arms and heads and legs, but the inside, the organs, the cells, the dendrites, the
Yeah.
nerve endings,
Yeah.
I mean, it's so fine that blood and the oxygen working together to make the blood flow. The arteries doing one thing, the veins do the other. I mean, wait, arteries and what is it? Veins, arteries. Is it arteries? One takes the oxygen and the blood back through, and the other one send it back. It's a highway. The red ones and the blue ones. I don't know what they call right now. It's just so much. And then now I knew about. Okay, here it is. So your ears can touch every space, everywhere in the body. Your eyes, your hands,
Your fingertips, you push
and your
this and
feet,
it's going to do something to something else.
and your feet.
And your feet.
And then we have the memory.
We learned that your teeth, every tooth is connected.
Yes.
That was amazing when she said that, whoa. Every tooth.
I think that was our first. Yeah, we did that with our first, I think with my first Elizabeth presentation too. When we found out all that information, I was like, wait a minute, I didn't know that. I don't know why. It made sense. But all of us is connected to all of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. And what's amazing to me
mean,
when they say, when they say that the body, when you put food in your mouth, it will take what it needs and disperse what it doesnn't.
That's true.
What kind of mind is that? What kind of mind is that?
Right.
Our bodies are truly amazing. When she was locking my hair, I knew at a certain point, I was like, okay, my mind was like, okay, I got to go to the bathroom. And she got to the top of my head.
Let's see your video. Can we see you, baby?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought I had it on. When she got to the top of my head, and then she did the first one, and she got to the very top, and my bladder said, you better go now, because for every time she was kind of twisting and pulling, my bladder was like, we're about to let go, and you're going to have to explain that you really were potty trained. And and then she did the second one, and I was like, stop right now, stop. And she was like, what? I said, I gotta go pee. And the way you are twisting my hair, I said, as you pull each strand, I said, it's almost like you are pulling on my bladder. So I gotta go, and I'll be right back.
Wow.
And that kind of really blew my mind. I was like, wow. So every part of your body is connected.
Yeah.
I remember getting a tattoo. I got one tattoo on my back, and when the needle would touch my skin, it would send a whole vibration through, and my body just kept going like this because I could feel it, because it was on my back and by my spine, so I could just feel it would just make my whole body respond. And it was like I was having waves happening through my body, and it was just so weird. Or if you get your hair shampooed, now I got some spots in the back of my head, and only my the people that shampooed my hair know about them. And they would rub like somewhere down here. It would make my feet shoot up. So if anybody was in front of me, it would make my feet go like this. You know, and I'm like, and one, I had two hair techs that when they found that spot, it was like, and it was once I would get a perm and they were rinsing the perm out. I don't think it happened outside of that time, but it would just make my feet go up. And then they just got, you know, okay, let me just hit the button. You know, I'm like, stop. But it was, I think that's what is it when they do your to check your reflex? It was a reflex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one
And
of
that's
those
what
things.
they call it, reflexology. You know,
Yes.
when they're testing and touching your on your foot and all the different
Yes.
areas.
Right.
God is amazing. And then I had acupuncture done one time at a conference, and I used to have this pain that would shoot from my hip, my right hip, all the way down to my toe. And so
Whew.
I'm telling this what do you call it? What do you call the acupuncture?
Acupuncturist. I don't know.
Yes. And we're at a big conference with a lot of vendors. They call it 100 vendors, you know, women. And so she's at the back and I'm telling her about this pain that shoots all the way down. And so she says, okay, well, have a seat. And I said, my mom was there. So I go and I sit down. She's in her session and I'm facing everybody, you know, because we're at the back of the room. So I'm facing everybody. So she sits down and she says, she starts, you know, sticking needles in my body. Mm-hmm. How does that feel? And then she goes to my ear and she says, you're not going to like this. And in my ear, she put one in my ear, froze me. And I couldn't move. And it opened up all the tear ducts. And I was just water coming out, and I couldn't move. And I'm saying, can she, in my mind, can she turn me around so people can't see me? You know, if she could just turn me around so I could just, you know, water just coming down, and I couldn't move. But it drained whatever that thing, when I walked out of there, it was gone. It was gone. And that, like you said, Mama, it was from her ear when she did it in the ear. And she knew because she said, you're not going to like this. Bam.
It's gonna make you feel strange, yeah.
But it released everything. It just released it. This body is amazing. God is amazing in how he put us together. And when you find out that all the structures are basically the same, the earth, it has its spots and
Plants. Ooh. Yeah, it's almost, I feel like we did that day when you all brought the brother on that taught the what is it? Oh my goodness. The elder gentleman, what was his name? Brother Jim, Reverend Jim.
Yeah.
That day with him, you know, I told you I felt like my head was opened up all the way back. That knowing the body. But could you imagine if this was taught like this in school, where we do get this lesson in school, but I don't know if it means more as an adult. I don't know what it is, but they teach it so mechanically in school as opposed to spiritually being spiritually connected to the body and understanding it. Because I was watching that show, New Amsterdam. I love that show.
I've been watching.
I only watch TV. Yeah. So one episode, one of a child wanted to change its gender, and so the doctor said, looking at your bones, you still have grown.
Right.
I don't want to do it now, but he said you need to let your body finish growing because our changing, do you want to make sure that your body is fully matured before you make these changes?
Right.
I tell the children, I said, no matter what decision you make, you still need to understand this vessel
Right.
before you make the change. I can respect your decision to do it, but you need to still understand how this body operates. I tell boys, if the children are talking, when I was working at the in the lunchroom, I said, if I hear you all having grown folks conversation, we're gonna turn into a lesson. Mama head is coming over. So I would tell them, you all are ready, think you're ready to exchange energy with another being. I said, go and learn about how your body works and then learn how their body works. So you'll
Right.
have some type of, somebody got to know, somebody got to have some information. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody needs to know something. One of us need to know. Because this vessel is so incredible. The things that it can do. And it don't even need you to know about the things that it can do because it knows what to do. Like I tell people, I said the computers will never be smarter than we are. We're the ones who put the information into the computers. So people walking around with the fear of this AI stuff, I said, I can affect it. We can affect this. Ain't nothing greater than God's creation. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all that. I know that for a fact.
All right now. All right
Like
now.
I say,
That's right. That's right. That's right.
but just knowing, and being pregnant and giving birth. My cousin was telling me, and it's something because wearing glasses is a trip. So my cousin said, she was like, Angie, you really should see if you can have a mirror so that you can see, right? Well, having a mirror is great, but I also wear glasses. When I was giving birth, I didn't want nothing nowhere. I wasn't thinking about no damn glasses. Cause your whole when you are giving birth, the body, your mind is done. You have no control. The body is on this mission where the contractions, it's doing that to help push the baby out. They keep talking about this stuff while you're in Lamaze class and learning, but baby, to be there and when it's happening, I didn't even want to touch Isis when I was done because I was just so blown away. And it's a lot of pain. It's a lot of unique pain. I tell people, feel like getting that last bit of toothpaste out and squeezing it like that. That's how I felt. Like your whole body was like, okay, we're gonna focus on this part right here. But that focus and that feeling, you'll lose your cookies. You will lose your mind. But I just kept saying, I asked my ancestors that were on the other side, I said, y'all help me push this baby out. I said, in the energy of people that's here, y'all help this baby pull out. I was talking to everybody. I was calling them, and I watched the baby story where one midwife told the woman, she said, she said, open your hands and breathe with it. The breaths are really important. I never knew how important breathing was until that happened. Like, okay, I get it now, breathe. But it was just really something for a whole nother life to exit my body.
And I just want to add this comment because it was so important with my second birth, is taking black cohosh, a herb to help open me up. It was like, wow, it made it so much easier. I was like, oh, okay, that baby came right out. It was no problem. 4 hour it was just 4 hours. Once the contraction started to when that baby came, 4 hours.
Yes.
So it was beautiful. I enjoyed it.
Same with me. I said 4 hours. I said, oh, I can do this again.
Right.
Yeah. When you're in there, you like when it begins, you like, what am I doing? What was I thinking? But once the baby, you're like, wow, okay. But the body, and then after the body putting itself back together, that's why they say you need to rest and lay down. You have to do that. You have got to rest and be still and let this body heal. And having a rocking chair, that's abs. Your that was all ab work, driving, because 2 weeks before they're like, you don't need to be driving. I drove the day before I had ISIS. And they say because you're using your abs, that's why you can't take a bath and relax, because it'll make that abdominal, it'll make it relax, and it's not time. But the body knows what to do. The body will heal itself. But see, when we eat the right things and our minds are being fed the right things, and we're in places that help nurture and help heal us, the body will fix itself. It knows
Yes.
what to do without you. Really. It really, really does. Man, ugh. Oh my goodness. I just want to scream. Y'all all right out there?
Yeah.
Everybody all right?
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
Before I changed careers, I worked on labor and delivery, and at one of the Metro Detroit hospitals. And labor and delivery was one of the most amazing floors to work, because it's exactly what you were talking about. When women would go into what they call transition, the most dignified women would completely lose it. Women, we would keep their doors closed because women would get completely naked. They didn't know it was just because the body takes over and the body knows what
Yes.
to do. Women would just get completely naked, and just their body goes through that process of delivering, and it was just a beautiful thing to watch. I think I was most in awe of women who were carrying twins, and to watch multiple babies be born, and they're all coming from this body. It's just really, and I worked it at a young age, so it gave me a definite respect for our bodies, and for as women, what we bring life into this world. So yeah, that is something. Now, when my niece was pregnant, I actually taught her belly dance moves. So when she went in to when she went to deliver, when her water, as a matter of fact, her water hadn't broke. She was telling me, because she was staying with me, and we were timing her contractions. And when we got to the hospital, the nurse looked at her and said, "Can you feel all of that?" And she said, "Yeah, I'm having contractions." She said, "No, we need to get you in to have an epidural. You're dilated to 6." She
Wow.
said, "We have women who are climbing the walls at 3. You're 6, and we have to break your water. And we got to do this because if you get past this point, you're not going to be able to have this epidural." And her and I, we were sitting there just talking. And right after that, my nephew was born in a couple of hours. And the nurse said,
Wow.
"What
Great.
did you do?" And she said, "My aunt's a belly dancer. She taught me moves and pelvic moves and different things." And I was like, to help her open up.
Yeah.
That helps the stress,
Oh, that's
because
great.
we hold so much of our stress. We carry it right there in them hips and that gut. And so doing those moves help to relieve all of that. That's why the women got together to help teach other women. Thank you so much, Bridget, because it's so important. That's what belly dance was about, was teaching women how to manipulate their bodies to help open up the hips and the pelvic area, because we carry so much there. We walk. Our girdle, our, our pelvic girdle, you know, all of that. Woo, yeah. It's a lot of magic going on. Magic that God created. I'm just saying. Woo woo. So I have a survey to ask. So, and we can either share or write down or whatever. However, you put in chat if you want. So let me ask some questions. I say, all right. So, one of the first questions that Eve asked the ladies, she asked them, when was the first time you saw your sacred space? When was the first time you saw your sacred space?
Saw your sacred what?
Your sacred
Your
space.
sacred space.
Your yoni.
Your vagina. Your vagina.
Vagina.
Whoa.
It was the year
The first time.
ever I saw your face.
Lips.
Your lips.
When was the first time? Now, do we want to answer between, or you want me to just keep going so we can ask about the rest of the questions, and maybe we'll
Yeah, go ahead.
discuss. So let's just
Ask them all.
okay. All right. How do you feel about talking about your vagina? How do you feel talking about your vagina? If you want, write the questions down so you can ask some other people.
Yeah.
You might want to ask your husband, when was the first time you saw my secret space?
You should know that.
Oh no, well,
you were there.
Yeah. I don't know, because when was the first time you saw one? Like, what did you think the first time you saw one? We don't have to talk about who it was, but yeah. I think that would be a good question.
What was the second one?
Men would enjoy. I think they would enjoy the question.
The second question.
The second one was, how do you feel about? Yeah, how do you feel about talking about your vagina?
Okay.
Okay. And
the third one?
You call your vagina.
What?
Yes, this is question number 3.
Okay.
What names have you heard it called, and what do you call your vagina? And then I'll throw a third one in there. What's your vagina's name? What would that be? So what names have you heard people use? What do you call your vagina? And if you could name your vagina, what would she say her name is? Or what would it say? Because it might be masculine. What would Okay, question number 4. Dressed, what would it wear?
That's
okay,
number
you froze. What did you say?
That's number 4. What if your vagina got dressed, what would it wear? Okay, the next one. If your vagina could talk, what would it say? 2 words, more or less. If your vagina could talk, open for business, what would it say? 2 words, more or less. So question number 5 is, what would it say? And I'll go over them again. Let's see.
We might need 3 words.
What does your
open for business is 3 words, so we might need 3 words.
Right. Yeah, I said 3. Yeah, I said 2 words more or less. I said 2 words more or less. It might want to scream. Ah! So whatever it would say. I think Eve did that so she could, keep it limited because she was interviewing so many women. So, but we don't have to have that limitation. It might want to do a whole thesis statement, and I don't know. Okay, number remind you of, like when you see it, what does it look like to you? What does it remind you of?
Say that again.
What does your vagina remind you of? What does it look like? If you don't know what that, if you don't have remind me of, what does that mean? So another thing might be, what does it look like? What does it resemble? What does it remind? It might be a moment. It might be a car. It might be some food. So number 7 is, what do you think about your vagina? So if you want to, just write the keyword or answer as we go along. Let's see what time it is. Oh, we got some time. So what do you think about your vagina? Number 8 is, have you ever looked at your vagina and what do you imagine it looks like? So these are similar questions. Have you it looks like?
Okay, have I ever looked at her and what was after that?
And what do you imagine it looks like? I guess if you had, I guess that's for the person who may not have looked at it, to say, what do you imagine it looks like? So that's kind of like the remind you of, and have, when was the first time. Okay, number 9 is, what's special about your vagina? What is special about your vagina? All I keep thinking about is, it's open for business. What's special about your vagina? It's open for business. That's just the main answer for a lot of these. I love that, teacher. That really, that was one of those rolling over on the floor laughing my butt off.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
one of those.
Well, I'm glad I can leave you with
Totally,
something.
That floor.
totally
That put me on the floor.
unexpected. Totally unexpected.
That broke us up. We was broke. I was broke up. I just felt like a wet spaghetti noodle that was cooked. You know how they look? Like no bone structure.
I'm so glad I can leave you with something to carry on today.
Mm-mm-mm.
Open
I
for
don't know
business.
what number this is. Right, open for business, baby.
Open
The
for
next
business
question
and
is, what
clean
does
and anticipating.
it? Right. Yes,
Expectation,
open
whatever
for
that
business
word
and
is.
anticipation. Y'all, that ketchup would never come out that bottle. I'm telling you, that Heinz. Okay, next question is, what does it smell like, or what is its favorite scent? So if you want to give it a perfume, or what would what does it smell like? When Eve Ensler asked her, some women, she said, that don't smell like flowers. It don't smell like flowers to me. It smell like vagina. What does it smell like, or what is its favorite scent?
White one or the pink one?
I think she was talking to her husband was saying something to her.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Or somebody, her son, somebody.
Okay. The next question is, what about hair? Would you have hair, or how would you style it? What about hair? That's, yeah, be your pubic hair, the hair around your vagina. Would you have hair, or how would you style it? Would you have a mohawk, or would you have it bare? Would you have it an afro? Would you put some bendies around it? Okay, my last one was the workshop, and I may still do this one, put this one together so that you all can do this one in your own moments. I'll put the workshop together for the discovery. So let me go over the questions again one more time. Let's see. So our questions were: when was the first time you saw your sacred space? How do you feel about talking about your sacred space? What names have you heard it called, and what do you call your sacred space, and what is its name? That was something we did. If your sacred space got dressed, what would it wear? If it could talk, what would it say? What does it remind you of? What do you think about your sacred space? Have you ever looked at your sacred space? What do you imagine it looks like? What's special about your sacred space? What does it smell like, or what's its favorite scent? What would you have hair, and how would you style it? All right, so I want to go back to the play, but I have the actual words, and I did put this on our Elizabeth's page for people to look at, you know, just to read through on our page. So I will make sure I post it again. But these were some of the words that women said about when the words for the vagina. So let me see. Let me start. Okay. One woman was saying how she just felt talking about it. Let's see. La, 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 la. All right. One woman started with the word vagina. She says it sounds like an infection. That, hurry, nurse, bring me the vagina. Vagina, vagina. It doesn't matter how many times you say it, it never sounds like the word you want it to say. It's totally ridiculous, completely unsexy, and if you use it during sex, attempting to be politically correct, darling, would you stroke my vagina? You'd kill the act right there. So
it sounds so military.
It does, you know. Hey, honey,
One
how's
stroke,
my vagina today?
stroke. Whoa.
Right, right. So here are some of the names that the women said that they heard their vaginas being called. Pussycat. Let me see.
What's new?
One of the women, she said her mother said, don't wear panties underneath your pajamas, dear. You need to air out your pussycat. That's why that was a sentence. She gave a sentence for the word.
Mm-hmm.
Some people said pookie, twat, powder box, poochie, poopy, pee-pee, poopelli, punani, pal, biatch, toady, dee nish, dignity, monkey box, coochie snorcher, cooter, baby, Gladys Siegemann, wee wee, horse spot, nappy dugout, mongo, mookie, pajama, fanny boo, marshmallow, Booley, Possible, Tamale, Tatita, Connie, Mimi, Split Knish, a Schmid, and that was the words. So for me, my mom called mine my potty pot. That's what my word was, potty pot. Anybody want to share the words other than what we've heard? What have you heard it called? Did someone say something?
Yeah, cuchilla.
Oh yeah, Kuchila. Well, we got to
Anybody else?
include. They had a whole show on the word cunt.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Right. They did a whole segment on that word.
I wonder who came up with the name Pussy.
I don't know, but I do like that word. I like that word.
That
I
does
like
sound
It's,
sexy.
it's direct.
I like when I say it. Or Grace Jones. Remember when Grace Jones did the movie with Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy, yeah.
Her name was Strange. But when we do our sister circles with Tanae, I always because in our sister circles we have to when we say our name, the group has to respond. So mine is always, I say my name is Pooh Say, and so when they hear it, they go. And Tanae said, you have to greet her now. Greetings, Pooh Say. I love it. So any other names, or put it in the chat if you're shy. It's all right. Any other words that you've heard or your mom or granny use? Let's see.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. My mama had never said anything.
I was going to say, Pam, do you remember Mama saying anything?
Like if she said, wash your, fill in the blank, wash your
Private.
Gucci.
Say.
Private parts. Yeah.
Private.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was on Florence, it was probably wash your ass.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Wash your ass.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I can't remember what Mom, if she said, Mom, what?
Because, and it depends on the generation, because some folks wasn't talking about it at all.
They just
Right.
So
say,
they didn't have no word for it.
yeah, go wash between your legs. That would,
There you go. Between your legs.
Yeah, go wash.
They not talking about it. They not talking about it. So that was one. Go wash between your legs, or the aunt with the word, go wash your ass. But you guys have got to watch the Red Fox. He does a comedy show about wash your ass. Not your whole ass, but your asshole. It's very vulgar, but it's so serious.
Red Fox?
I'll send the link. Red Fox. It's called Wash Your Ass.
Oh Lord.
It's funny. I'll send that one. I'll let y'all enjoy that at your leisure. But yes, so okay, so now here's the moment. We are going to name our yonis. What would you call if it had a name? Introduce what is her name?
Heaven.
So Heaven. All right. We got Heaven.
I would call her Queen.
Wait. I got a song for that. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. I'm open for business. I'm in heaven.
Heaven is open for business.
You know, it's a song that says heaven must be like this. Who sung
Heaven
that?
must be like, that's
must be like this.
Right.
Who is that?
Heaven must be like it's a group. Is it a group or
It's a group. It's a group. It's a group out of Ohio. I don't know the group name.
Players?
Yes, that's it. Ohio Players. Yes, that's right. Heaven must be like this. Yep.
Look, that wasn't that album cover with the lady with the honey on it, was it?
I don't know.
I'm surprised Jackie hasn't said what it is, because she's in the music. She
over there thinking. Let me see. Heaven.
I don't know that one. I know 200 jazz standards, but I don't know a lot of.
Must be like this. Let me see.
It must
Ohio
be
Player.
That's who it was.
Yeah, we did it right. When Deidre said from Ohio, I was like, shoot. Hold on.
So the
sweet and sour taste of
You're
love.
the guy with the gun.
Oh, oh my goodness. Okay, 30 seconds is all we get. We'll get flagged. Okay, we'll put that in our playlist. Heaven Must Be Like This by the Ohio Players. Yes. Okay, there's
Yes,
Deidre. Deidre, is that your song? Would you like that to be your
that's my
song too?
song.
Okay, there you go. Heaven Must Be Like This. All right, ladies, let's go around. We need a
That's
check
what
it.
it looked like. That's
Oh, that's Skin Tight. That's the Skin. Okay, it's from the Skin Tight album. Okay,
yeah.
not the Honey album. All right, come on, y'all. I want to hear some names. Heaven and Heaven Must Be
Mine is
Like.
Queen.
Okay, Queen.
Yeah.
And what's her song? You can think about the song. I won't hold y'all to that right now. Even though Danielle did give us that assignment about your song. She did give us that song. That should be ready. Anyway, next, who wants to go next? Introduce yourself.
I don't have a name yet.
Okay.
I don't have a name yet.
That's all
Hasn't
right.
come to me.
That's all right. Well, she'll let you know. She will let you know.
Oh, I tell you, it's not a good name. Is Porcupine.
I like that though, cause you gonna stay away. Don't be the hey. Listen.
Now that's funny.
Did you hear about that condom? Somebody suggest these ladies were talking about a condom that, you know, if guys that you didn't want that they could go in, but it would be very painful coming out.
Yeah. I think it was they put spikes inside of it. I think it was a female condom and they put spikes inside of it so you get that.
There was a movie.
Anybody heard about the movie Teeth?
Yes.
Teeth.
I didn't watch
it's
that
called
movie,
Teeth.
but I was
Mama
like,
Evelyn, we right on top.
okay.
She, but anybody that came in that wasn't welcome, she would bite them because there was, and I mean literally, she had teeth in her yoni. But if it was someone that she was okay with, they would be successful. But her yoni would bite the thing off, and her Rottweiler dog would eat it. Okay,
it's called Teeth?
It's a movie called Teeth.
What?
Oh my God.
It's called Teeth. It's real plain. Teeth. Teeth. And this baby was. Listen, when men would violate her, she would that yoni would bite that suck off, and the dog gonna take care of it for her. So
now
that's what you get.
That would have been cool.
Messing around.
That would have been cool for God to incorporate that.
Yeah, true.
Gotta be a lesson.
So
no great.
Okay, we got.
Yep.
Okay, so Jackie from Joyce's name is what a good name is. What is not a good name was Porcupine.
Porcupine.
Not a good name. It's called Not a Good Name Porcupine. But a good concept because we can handle some business. Oh, you think? Oh, right. You gonna get hurt. I got quills. Don't stay away. Maybe her name should be Quilina.
Right.
Quilina. Her name could be Quilina. I got quills. It's quills. Quilina. Okay, let me see. Mine has had different names. I like Poon Poon. I love Poon Poon. I think Poon Poon is cute. Or Poonani. But yes, that would be her name. Poon Poon. I like that. Anybody else got a name? Just throw some out there. We won't hold you to them. Next time we meet, I want you to introduce yourself. Okay, we're gonna go to the next question. All right, let's see. How do you feel about talking about it? Do you feel comfortable, or had you thought about having conversations about your yoni prior to us watching the video?
Nope, never thought about it before the video. I mean, I saw the vagina monologues, years ago, and I enjoyed them, but yeah, I don't have conversations.
When I get in a conversation, I enjoy it, but it's nothing that I'm like looking like, ooh, I need to have a conversation about it. No, but when I'm in it, I'm okay.
Yeah, me too. When I'm when we're in conversations about it, I enjoy it.
Yes.
Now, Deidre, I want to ask you a question. You have sons. Have you talked to them about vaginas?
No. No.
I mean, it's a place they're going to be. I mean, I'm not saying it's a possible place they may journey or visit. So,
Yes.
have you thought about, I mean, now that we've watched the video, have you thought about having a conversation with them?
Yes, I have thought about it. Yes, but I have not yet. No, but I think about it. Okay, yeah. It's interesting because they're grown now, right? I know my oldest has ventured there. He's been there. My youngest son, he hasn't yet, I don't think. I think he knows about it, but he's more like, okay, Ma, you really gonna go here with this? But the oldest one, he might, say, okay, Ma. They both, I don't know what it is, but they're both are kind of like, I could just envision. No, maybe I should envision better that they're going to be open to me talking about it. Yay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, tell them which parts will really please that woman.
Exactly, right.
Or you could let them watch the vagina monologues. It's a good teaching tool as well. Because then they get to hear about different women's experience, or at least read it. We could do the reading. We'll give them the PDF. I mean, it's out there, but I think it would be good for we need to let people know, informing and giving them information so they'll know what to work with, because I think it would help, because a lot of times if women have been harmed or whatever situation, sometimes they may not share because
Right.
okay, I'm not gonna tell you about my other escapades or what happened, but people that may have had some trauma, they don't necessarily explain that to partners. I don't know, and then because I have friends that haven't told me, it came up in conversation. I have a couple friends who told me, they had some trauma, but we never sat and talked about that prior until something
Right.
happened, and they said it, and then they skate over it real fast. And then,
Right.
me, I'm like, wait a minute, do you want to talk about this? Because I'm open. But if men were aware of things that have happened, would they be different in, I don't know. Because Ebony
What's
shared,
interesting too? I'm thinking this generation, they like stuff quick, like little 3-minute videos or something.
yeah,
I
3-minute
send them
pitch.
stuff. I send them stuff all the time, and I know they look like, "Mom, really? I don't have time to go over this." But
Right.
you know what? But if they know that it's out there, that they can look at the monologues or something, that would be good.
Or read the play. Yeah, because I do have the play in PDF form. Thanks to Danielle. She's
Maybe
like,
you have
Mama,
to
you got
find we could find the monologue shorts, because they make shorts of everything now.
Yeah, true.
Or I think you could even make your own short of other videos. So just a thought.
That sounds good. Thank you, Jackie.
Yeah, because they don't seem to be that long.
Yeah, it was the clips were 7. Back in the day on YouTube, you couldn't do longer than 10 minutes. So that's why she did those segments like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But Star Shorts are 1 minute? That's what they're used to now. Short.
Like
exactly.
3-minute, yeah, the 3-minute pitch
over,
TED Talk.
If it's over 3 minutes, that's too long.
Yeah. They call it the elevator pitch. You got 3 minutes. Even the TED Talks are 3 minutes, I think. Yeah, the TikTok,
Yeah. There used to be 20 minutes, which was a normal amount of time. That was a normal listening time, but not today.
That
was analog. Now we're in digital.
17 minutes. TED Talks about 17 minutes now.
Okay.
TED Talks.
But I know when they, the people come up and share.
Right.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, because like I was saying, women may not want to share that, but if people were aware that it's possible, in relationships, they may, go about life in a little different
That's
way.
true. Thanks for bringing that
So,
up, Mama Het. Thank you.
I'm gonna watch the monologues with Isis. I really
Oh,
want to,
good.
because it was my mother, my sister was in it, and so yeah, so it was me, my mother. So it was a 3-generation viewing going on with my mom, grandmother, and I when we went to go see my sister in this play. She was the little coochie snorcher.
Oh, oh wow.
Yeah, that's how I came to know about the play.
Mhm.
Okay, so what would it wear? What would Pum Pum wear? Or what would Quills wear or Queen wear? What would they wear?
A
How would they
flowing
like
sundress.
to be
A
dressed?
flowing sundress. So
I
pretty
love
and beautiful.
Yes. Awesome.
What she
You know
would
what men say about sundresses now. You know.
I know. Right.
Don't wear no
Right.
dress. Okay. Let me see. I think I would wear waist beads and some heels, and that's it. That's all.
Okay. All right. All right.
I'm a naked baby. I'm a naked baby.
Swarovski crystals.
Right. Look, I could put these down there. The little stickers. Have some adornment. I don't know about that. That ain't gonna work well with all that other stuff going on.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing in the way. Waist beads hang like this. They hang like this. And in the way. All of this is available.
What is that
Anybody else?
constellation that we were told we were asked to look up the Borealis? What is, because there I have a couple of crystals. So yeah,
Okay.
like that constellation of
Aurora
colors.
Borealis.
Uh-huh.
Aurora, yeah.
And there's a song that has that lyric in it. It has Aurora
Oh,
Borealis.
really?
It's called Midnight Sun. It's a jazz
Hmm.
standard. Beautiful. Find Nancy Wilson singing.
How'd go? How'd
Oh,
go,
gosh.
Jackie? How'd go?
Her lips were like a red and ruby chalice, warmer than the summer nights. And I can say, it's something like, her eyes was a Aurora Borealis. Da 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 da. Something like that. I love that it has that lyric in it, Aurora Borealis.
How about that quickie concert, ladies? How about that quickie concert?
Yeah.
I know
Thank you,
that's
Miss
right.
Jackie.
Snuck it
Thank
in
you,
there.
Miss Jackie.
you even
See, I'm good.
you
I'm
even
good.
hummed
Look, she gonna turn the mute on when we got done with that. She gonna put the mute back on. Don't you love how I segue? Don't you love how I segue into things? I just love how I do it. I love it.
Speaking of concert, last night, this weekend, Saturday, the Satin Dolls are performing at Birth.
Yes.
And I finally saw the brothers, Take 5.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
Sky couldn't be there, and I'm managing the floor, the setup of everything, the chairs, the tables, and laying out everything in the rooms, the dressing rooms and all that. That's my job. And so she couldn't do rehearsal, dress rehearsal. So I managed that for her last night. And all of them, they are so amazing. Every singer, the brothers, I had never seen the brothers. I know most of the sisters. But to see them out there, oh my God, that show is going to be so amazing.
Oh, I'm sure.
And just to see all the work that she's done over years, because she started doing what is her name?
Billie
Holiday. Years, like 20 years ago, she would every year she would do a tribute to her.
Right.
So now she just put all of these sisters together, and they've all like calling in. I want to be part of your show. I want to be part of. They've got Nancy Wilson. They got Etta James. They got and they're very accomplished singers in the community. and around the world, like, you know, Darnetta Davis and just, you know, going through the rehearsal and stuff. And I was like, wow, this show is going to be freaking amazing. So if you're not, I know, Mama Head, you're a vendor. The show, ooh-wee. And,
I'm like, I want to dress up. I want to dress up a little bit.
yeah, because she's got a lot of publicity this time. You know, our friend Maddie Lee is doing her PR, and Maddie's no joke. I mean, he worked with the high level people, and she's been on Channel 2. She's been on. She is out there for this show, and a lot of the media is going to be there, a lot. So it's amazing, and I am so at peace because I know she, you know, was trying to think of me as one of the singers. I didn't want to do that. I like doing, you know, yeah, what I did last night is what I like doing, you know, just making sure everything runs right and listening to them and writing. I would like to have, can I have smoke, the smoke machine? Write that down. Can I have, like, when I do this, can I have a blue light right there? And I loved it. I didn't encourage them because I didn't want a lot to do. But those who did, who was thinking outside the box, said, well, I got this big stage and stuff. You know, if I could, when I'm going to pull my chair up, if I could have the light come on me right then, I'm like,
Good.
I would really like to sing that song over here, and I'm listening to everything. So I'm not out there talking with them, with all the people. I'm listening to everything. I'm sitting there just listening to what's happening on the stage. And, you know, and when I heard one, like Thornetta said, I would really like to sing that song last. And then she said, well, maybe, you know, doubt came into whether she had the right to change the number. And when she came down, I said, you want that number changed to, because it does sound better. It's more energy to put it on the last. You can do that. I'll put it right here. Make it happen for them, you know. So the show, because them girls and them guys, I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. And all respect and hats off to Sky for being, you know, have created that 20 years ago with one person. And now, and she's done it so many times in the past 2 and 3 years that it has its own momentum, you know. And it
birthed her baby. She's an Elizabeth.
Yes, she did.
I
And she pulled me in. I'm honored that she knows, because we've done Hug Detroit so many years and stuff. So she knows where I'm good at, you know. Yeah. So
now you pick your team.
Now,
Bridget, what were you gonna say?
I don't have to sing, but I can if I had to. If I had to step in for somebody, I can. But I like seeing it and them all excited. They back there. Yeah, take away. And I'm sitting there, red light, blue. Can we do the show? Because they had to do the last song was always a mess. They would do now, and it was never good. You know, it was never rehearsed and everything. And so this time, because that was the first thing I said, well, now let's talk about that last song, because you do all this wonderful stuff and then the last song is not together. So you got to leave them like, so when I said, can you, let's do the last song. I was telling the guy, Gerard, I said, because as they finish singing, they will leave. And then when it's at the end, they won't all be here to do the last. Yes, they won't be here to do the last. So let's do that first, and then we can flow on through and stuff, you know. And yeah, I'll tell you that thing when Michael Jackson did This Is It, his last production before he died. and they showed his rehearsals and all that stuff.
I
That
watched it.
guy that Michael would talk to, that's me. That's what I
Right.
do. That's what I'm good.
Okay.
And I'm good at making everybody feel wonderful about what they did, what they're doing, and listening to what they want and seeing how I can make that happen or not, you know. And I'm good at that. I took the girls back there. Oh, well, where we going? I'm listening to everything that they say so I can make that as pleasing to them as possible. So when I go and talk to Bert's team, I need this to happen for these ladies and these men, these gentlemen. That's me. That's me. That's me. Hmm? That brings me joy. Yeah.
Sometimes go ahead,
Oh.
Bridget. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I am doing a special table.
Are you?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
I am doing a special table for a couple. So I will be down there as well. And it's kind of a preview to next month's event that Sky and I are doing together.
March 25th.
And yes, all of us are doing it together. So it's a preview, kind of giving a little preview to that. So
that is a great idea to do a table for a couple to get you need to learn about the Precious. What is forgive me on the memory.
Night Supper Club and live entertainment. So
Precious
Night Supper Club, live entertainment.
Precious Night Supper Club.
Yes.
To do a featured table.
Yes.
That's a little teaser.
It is. And I was supposed to be there last night, but I've been kicking out the sniffles, and I told Sky I didn't want to. I'm in a room full of singers. That was the last place that.
And it was cold. It was cold in there too.
Yeah. So I was like, that's the last place. Those are voices that have to be on top of their game on Saturday. So, yes.
And they're all excited. Huh? What'd you say? Yeah.
Tell me about this special table. Like, what do
you know what? All I know from Sky is Sky called me and said, can you do a table for a couple? And I said, yes. So I'm like, okay. So I've actually been working on it and kind of drawing it out and sketching it out and how I want it to look. And so I'll let everyone kind of take photos of it, but I'm gonna incorporate some things and some special stuff since it's going to be just a couple. I want to give it a really romantic feel to it.
That sounds amazing. I'm gonna make sure I go visit the table. That's for sure.
Now I need to know where that table is, because one of the Shelly Kay was telling me that this very important brother from Motown and his son, he and Junior are going to be there, and I'm like, I like being in a position. Where do you want them to sit? Because I control that, you know, where do you want them to sit? And blah, 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 you know, so that you know that they are very well taken care of, and that the specialist says, oh, this guy, he is. So I'm very proud of her and very happy and very glad to be a part of it in the way that because I wouldn't want to be the singer. Not for, no.
You know, sometimes as an entertainer, you do like to sit in the audience sometimes, and people will get mad because I've done that where I wanted to, watch Tanae and the ladies do their thing, and people almost got mad because I wasn't on stage. Hey man, I want to be over here and enjoy it on this side. Thank you. Hello. Sometimes,
I like the work of it. Ever since, when Michael Jackson, when that show aired and stuff, that movie, I said, that is who I am. I'll tell anybody, that is what he did is That's who I am. I could have stepped in and did it.
Right.
Well, we are
Yeah,
at
I like that role too.
10:08. I know you
Okay.
are Mama Het because you just step in. When Juanita had her thing and she said, you know, who's going to do this? And I need somebody, you know, because then when I get involved and I start asking questions, who's going to do this and who's going to do that? Who's going to do that? Make sure you considered everything. When I don't have nobody, and I said, shh, let me tell you, all these Elizabeths, when they see what is missing, they're going to just jump in there.
That's right.
So
That's
it's
right.
nothing to worry about. We're just going to jump in and do whatever is needed to be done. Period. There we were.
And,
Mama had
you
wet
know, all of
potatoes.
my
Bam.
right.
You know,
Right.
Omani, she's over there passing out stuff and putting the beans in the bag and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, things like that allow my all of me's, all the things that I like to do. Everybody gets to come and play. So
Yeah.
everybody gets to be
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
And we're going to go ahead and close, but I just want to say Bridget's phone has let us know, I don't know how many times it is 10 o'clock. That phone ring, dong, ding, dong. And if the phone know it's time, and even Bridget's, it's time to get back to work, ladies. It's time to go and be our potential selves.
No, it's not that. So I did an interview with a magazine, Voyage, Michigan, and it printed today.
Oh,
It was released today. So my phone is going crazy.
It's blowing up. Yeah, you got to go to your fans. You got to go take care of your fans.
So
this time.
Well, I'm actually getting ready to post it in our WhatsApp page.
Yes.
Because they just emailed it to me and I emailed it to my family. And so they were over the moon. So so they're blowing up. And while we are on here, I must tell you, Queen Aduni. So they asked me, could I think of anyone else to speak with? And I said yes. I gave them your information.
Oh, thank you.
So I don't know if they're going to reach out to you through. I was trying to give them all the website information, and I also gave them Everett's email. So I don't know if they're going to reach out, how they're going to reach out to you, but they are going to reach out to you. So I gave them your information. I gave them Sky's information. So this is coming on the kind of the heels of all of this. But they wanted to talk to local up and coming people, and it's Black History Month and Women's Month is coming up. So I kind of threw you guys into the ring.
Well, see how that's that Elizabeth and Mary coming together and one making the other one leap. It's going down, baby. And let me tell you, when I got off the phone with you all yesterday, Hetheru was upstairs talking about the potential of the I said, see, it's just I think Jackie from Jersey called it the echoes. I love that. It just keeps happening, y'all. It just keeps happening. Let's keep it moving and keep it going. Make it fun. All right, ladies, let's go ahead and turn it over to the Queen.
So let's give ourselves a big hug. Great show, Mama Het.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, everybody.
For the yoni, Mama Het.
What you say, Pam?
Respect for the yoni.
Yes. And hug the world. Hug the world. And make your yoni happy today. And eat free.
Make it open for business.
Keep on. Keep on.
And do a few squeezes. Give her a couple squeezes today. We forgot to do our exercise. Couple squeezes. All right. Squeezes.
Yeah. All right.
Squeeze. I love y'all.
Make it
Have
fun.
a good one.
Bye-bye.
Peace.